Welcome to Toffee TV. It is a match preview for Everton versus FC Sion over in Switzerland. Just get your cup of tea.
Apologies.
Just get your cup of tea.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've already played in Kenya, but this feels like the real thing, the real.
Oh, were you acknowledging this?
I'm acknowledging this.
Oh, okay. You didn't acknowledge.
No,
that
was an exhibition game.
Oh, okay.
That was for the fans, the 65.
That's all right.
1,000 fans. That obviously huge Everton fans over in Kenya. No, this is obviously the start of a week in Switzerland, which sees us finish the week off in Monaco, playing against Monaco in Switzerland. So, FC Sion played last week, I believe, against PSV.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. 0-0.
Drew 0-0. Their season starts quite soon.
Yeah.
In a couple of weeks, I believe. They've got 2 or 3 friendlies in a very short space of time. So it's an interesting one, this, because it feels like it's been the first week of training for a lot of the internationals. It feels like a jump up in terms of fitness straight away for a lot of them. A lot of them, I know they'll have all had a week in, but it feels like they may have to physically take a huge step for this game.
Well, I imagine they'll play 45 minutes. The majority won't they? They should be able to do 45 minutes. Nowadays, players come back within a couple of pounds of their fighting weight. We've seen Luca Dean, who's back this week, doing sprinting up roads after buses and stuff.
Tremendous stuff.
You know, while he's being off and things like that. You know, obviously the England lads, Pickford and Jordan Pickford, you know, had a nice time on his holidays. But he played for England into mid-June, so did Michael Keane, was training with England, so...
Keane's been doing training as well. They'll go on holiday and do training. Well, fair play to them.
The jump when they come back's not as bad then, is it? Yeah. You're just trying to maintain... I was listening to Osman talking the other day on that, at the Kariobangi Sharks game, he's saying players had come back when he first was doing pre-season overweight and it'd be like, you'd get fined and blah, blah, blah. And he said, now, in the end, it got to that stage where they'd come back and it was who could have be as close to the weight that they left as possible, because that's how they had to change. And so players do that now. They're given a programme which we know when they go away. So it will be a jump up because they'll be going straight into it. But half a game, they should be able to manage half a game. These will be much fitter because obviously their season starts the day we play Monaco, actually. Yeah.
And they played the day before as well.
Yeah, they played New Shatamal Zama or whatever you say it. So it'll probably be a mixture of teams.
Yeah, so
it might even up that way.
To be honest, I mean, obviously it's a friendly. Who cares, really?
Me, I want to win.
I suppose from a what the manager want to avoid is what happened last week. Lookman getting injured. You don't want any more injuries. And I suppose one of the ways that injuries can occur is if you push players too hard. If players are playing against... See, that's why I found slightly weird is when I looked at the fixtures is that you normally match up against teams through pre-season. The step up is by every game. I'm not saying Sion are any great shakes or anything, but in terms of fitness-wise, you don't want to push players harder than they've been pushed. It's got to be a gradual process to get them fitter for every game, and every game goes up in quality as well. That's what you like to hope. So from that point of view, maybe Sion will play, I don't know, a second team or something or whatever, just to balance it out a little bit, because it's an exercise in getting players fit for both sides.
Well, they're playing a team on Saturday who's in their league.
Yeah.
So you would imagine, even though it's a friendly, psychologically, they're not going to want to lose to that team. They're going to probably play as strong a team as they can on the Saturday. And then maybe some of those lads on the Saturday will play an hour. So against Everton, they'll play half an hour. And then that's the 90 minutes over the 2 days or something. But Everton have had lads who played in Kenya last week. Andre Gomez played a half. Mason Holgate played 70 minutes. Lewis Gibson played almost 90 minutes, didn't he? Tom Davies had 45 minutes. Morgan Schneiderlin, Theo Watt. So we've got a bunch of lads who only had 2 or 3 days training and played in a half of a game in tough conditions. So you'd imagine they'd start again. We don't know exactly the travelling squad that's going to Switzerland, But I imagine a few of those youngsters, like Sir Joe Williams, who've done very well in the second half, will be in that travelling party. So you'd probably see him starting, maybe.
I suppose as well, the other thing they'll be using this for is, obviously, nowadays, they know the ins and outs of everything that a player does. They have all the vests on and all that. So I suppose from a point of view, you play a game at the beginning of the week and you see what their levels are. When you play that second game against Monaco at the end of the week, you can see where, and you might have to tailor stuff for some players, or you can see who's putting it in, who isn't putting it in, or whatever their levels are. You can look at. So from that point of view, it's a good exercise as well to see whether the week's not worthwhile, obviously, but see what you're getting out of the week. So
I just wonder how many they'll take. So say they take 22. For argument's sake,
I suppose
it can be two teams, can't it?
I suppose it's a training base, isn't it? So, I suppose they can take as many as they want.
Oh yeah, but I mean, in terms of the matches and stuff, you're gonna have a team for a half, aren't you? And what he might say to someone like Andre Gomez and someone like Tom Davies and Snyder, you're playing an hour today against Sion because you've had the 45 minutes. And then there he plays with Gylfi for maybe half an hour to get it. Bernard, who hasn't been involved yet. Or a couple of those lads mightn't even feature because it's the first week, we don't know. They might be, you're playing against Monaco on Friday.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see just how he balances it. I mean, when you're just thinking about it before they've gone, you're thinking he'll just play a team in the first half and a team in the second half. Because then everyone's getting 45 minutes in that first game. Then they do the week of hard training. And then there's the second game to look forward to. And then he said, didn't he, while they're in Switzerland, he's going to make some decisions on people again. So I imagine that'll probably be a couple of the younger lads. Are they going to then be involved when we go to Mainz the week later and stuff like that? So, we've only got a month now, haven't we, till the Premier League season kicks off. So he's going to have to make those decisions quickly, and these players are going to have to get up to speed very quickly as well. So,
yeah. It's going to be interesting. You'd imagine there'd be about 25 going, I'd say. With the keepers and that, you want the backup players. And
these have got, don't forget, these have got a couple of players we already know. Alex Song plays for these, who ex-Arsenal, West Ham. Kasami, who was at Fulham as well. In the midfield, he's their captain. Stefan Honcho is the manager. Loved the handball, didn't he, when he played for Liverpool with no VAR. So, they've got some decent players. And like we say, they will be fitter than us. It depends, of course, what they do. They're playing at the time of filming this tonight, and they're also playing on Saturday. So they've got another 2 games before they play Everton. So you imagine it'll balance out. And obviously, the week before they're playing their first game, or 5 days before they play their first game, they're going to be more likely to, they're going to be fit, but they're also not going to want to pick up any knocks either. So it'll be a step up to what we saw in Africa, obviously, in Kenya. But in these games, with it being the first, what are you looking for? Are you just not really bothered? See, I love watching us in pre-season.
No, I do, but
I'm
not really bothered. I'm trying to, what was that second game we played last year?
We played Erding, then it was Berry when we Berry was the second game, but that was quite competitive.
It was competitive. Yeah, we obviously played Berry. Yeah, we drew 1-1. So that was a lot. There was a mix of a lot of players that night, and I'm sure. I think against Berry though, we didn't have a lot of the players who played in the World Cup, had we? So because they'd come back later, and obviously so.
But he kind of done it. If you remember rightly, at Berry, it was almost 2 teams for the halves.
Yeah, it was. It was
because Anthony Robinson come on for Berry and things like that. So it was almost a 2.
No, I think we've mentioned before, for the handful of those under 23 players, this will be their one chance this week. I expect the under 23s are already in La Manga at the moment. Yeah. With David Unsworth and his coaching staff. So
they're back this weekend, aren't they? I think.
So so it'll be an interesting one there, because you'll want to take some that played on Sunday, and he'll also, because for a lot of those players, and I think we've mentioned this a few times, they shouldn't be going back into the under 23s really hardly any of those players should be going back into the under-23s.
Who do you think, we've got no idea obviously because nothing's been said, but out of the lads who went last Sunday and were involved, I don't think he'll take all of them.
No, but I think he's more, but I actually think he's more likely to take someone like Hornby than he is to take Nias.
Yeah.
Because Nias hasn't got a future at the club, so what's the point?
But it's our responsibility to keep him fit.
Well then, can he go and train with the under-23s? And be kept fit with the under-23s? Have we got more of a responsibility to someone like Fraser Hornby to have a look at and almost just have a look at to decide what his future's going to be, whether he goes on loan? And I would say that for a majority of the players. You know, listen, I don't know where Mo Besic is. I couldn't tell you.
I've seen him, yeah.
But Mo Besic would be better keeping fit with the under-23s, waiting for an opportunity to come because he'll leave the club, than to stop someone like Joe Williams going.
Yeah.
Because you've got to look at those players and assess them, and then it's like last season where we assessed everybody, the likes of Morales, the likes of Sandro, the likes of all those players. Now it's an assessment for the under-23s because personally I don't think any of those players who went to Kenya should be back in the under-23s.
He's made his mind up on Besic, didn't he, last summer?
Yeah, exactly.
We had a look at Besic.
So if you're talking about keeping them fit, you keep them fit by putting them in the under-23s. So yeah. I'd do that.
Out the lads who went, who do you think will go?
I'd take all of them.
Would you?
I'd take all the under-23s. That way, yeah, because they're not the under-23s anymore. You've got to start making decisions. I know we've gone over this before. I apologise if we're repeating ourselves. But I would take all of those kids.
See, I wouldn't. Yeah,
but you've got players missing as well. From our squad, you need more.
Well, we're only missing now. We've only got Mina.
So all right, let me ask you a question then. Who wouldn't you take?
Ashley.
Okay, fair enough, because he's actually quite young, well. So he could go back in the under-23s.
He'd get anything out of it.
So that's a good.
I wouldn't say Robinson, because Luca Dean's back in the squad and Baines. I just wouldn't take him.
Okay.
He didn't do enough at the weekend to warrant going.
But his future's got to be elsewhere then. Because he can't be an under-23s player. He's been on loan twice. So his future needs to be decided. And if he doesn't go with the first team, then he's got to go.
Listen, maybe. How many went to Kenya? Was it 20? Something like that. And then adding to that, we've had this week, we've got Gylfi back, we've got Luca Dean, Michael Keane, Seamus Coleman, Bernard, Jordan Pickford. I wouldn't say that, by the way, but he will go. So there's 6 coming back into the squad. I don't know whether they'll take 26. They might do, and then that means that they might take all of those lads you're saying.
Well, no, you take. It
makes sense.
Ashley out, take Nias out. There's 2 gone straight away.
24.
Right, you had 2 goalies go over, so it would just be an extra goalie, right? I think Ashley's only young. He only came out to the under-18s and the under-23s, so he's got another 2 years in the under-23s. Nias has got no future with the club.
Yeah.
And then everyone else.
So that's 20. That'd be 24. Then
everyone else I'd take, because I think he's got to run the rule over these kids.
And of course, we don't know how fit Adam Ola-Luchman is, do we? So he might not go because of the ankle. I don't know. We've not heard anymore. He could be out of this next week because of the ankle, and he might have to remain at home for treatment, mightn't he?
I just think he's got to run the rule over those kids. This is their opportunity.
Yeah.
But it's not their opportunity to say whether you're going to be in the 13 squad. It's to run the rule over to go.
What the future?
Where are you going? Are we going to put you on loan here, there, or every? Are we going to put you on a championship team lower down because you'll need 2 years in the championship, or are we going to put you in a team higher up because you might only need 1 year, like Holgate did? You know what I mean? So I think there's decisions that need to be made.
Callum Connolly.
Yeah,
he's
really think he's got
21. Has he got a future? I don't know. So. And I suppose if you're looking at, I think the really interesting one is Joe Williams, because he's got a year left on a contract. We know that there's offers in for him, there's people in for him, some Bundesliga clubs. There's a decision there that needs making with him.
And I think that this week is where those decisions.
Well, I think he will go anyway, because I think Marco Silva wanted them there last year, and obviously in Switzerland he wanted to take them, Austria, and he was injured, wasn't he? But I think for them, what you want to see in these kind of games is you want to see a little bit of football you want to see the imprint of last season, how we finished, so how we press. We want to see a bit of that, and you want to see a little bit better attack and play. We were sloppy. I know you keep saying it was an exhibition game. I get it, but I still want to see a progression. So I want to see us play on Sunday with a little bit of inventiveness in that final third.
Yeah,
And is Dingy back? Is Don back yet?
No,
Not,
he's still
is
in LA.
So, see, that's annoying because he's someone who I think really would benefit from playing in these games. It's because if he's not going to, I don't know how long, he might have been given an extra week, or he might be back till next week, and then if he doesn't come back till next week, he's missed that. So he's only got those 2 tournaments in, the game in Mainz and the game against Wigan. He's got 3 games where, if I was him, I'd have been like, I'll be back on Thursday, let me come to Switzerland on the Friday and
He's not though, he's in LA.
I know, he's living the dream at Madison in LA, isn't he?
There you go.
But that's for me, that's frustrating because
but
he's
you need a holiday though, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
No, he does.
You have mental burnout as much as physical burnout, so I do think he needs a break. So I don't really have a problem with that. He's been at a tournament for the under-21s, and you know, you could say the same about Richarlison. We'd want him here now, but he's not going to be back for 2-3 weeks, is he? So. But then he's learned a lot playing in that tournament.
But then the 21s finished a couple of weeks ago. The Richarlison finished.
Well, he might be back for the end of the week. He might be back when they get back from Austria. I don't know, but we'll wait and see. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments about the young players. Again, I know we spoke about this before, but who would you be taking over there? And there's not really else much to say.
Are you looking forward to the game? You're looking forward to seeing? Because like Ped said, last week was a bit more of an exhibition-y feel, but this is probably the very first pre-season game. So what are you looking to see out of it, or are you really not bothered about what happens? You just want to watch Everton playing footy? It'd be nice to see a win though, wouldn't it?
It would, but it's a friendly.
Yeah.
We don't win friendlies. Let us know your thoughts. I mean, if there's a penalty shootout, no chance.
God, no.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Give this video a like if you like it, because it helps the channel. It really does. Honestly, we don't just say it for a laugh. It helps the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. We want more videos, like all the live videos we're doing over on Patreon. It's amazing. All the podcasts. Everything gets podcasted, by the way.
If you're a patron.
If you're a patron, everything gets podcasted. So get over there for the live videos and the podcast. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.